Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and let's get this going quick. This is from Link2, my sponsor. Link's in the top of the description.
Link2 reached 100,000 members on the platform, which is incredible because we launched our platform a little over 2 years ago, and now we're growing faster than ever. We're deeply grateful for the ongoing support and participation from all of our members of our global investment community, and we look forward to achieving many more Link2 milestones together. Please reach out to our team should you have any questions. Stay tuned for more news to come. Happy investing.
So there was some drama in my house this morning. My son, he went to prom. My 17-year-old went to prom. And then, of course, he mixes his jacket up to when it's time to return the thing. We've got somebody else's jacket, and the 17-year-old does not seem all that concerned about tracking the jacket down. His mom's getting mad at him and all that. And so I said, all you got to do is let him know he's paying for it, because these people, I mean, they get you. If you don't return the tuxedos or parts of the tuxedo, they got charges that just, it's like that cash register's ringing up. So anyway, this kid's going to get he's going to get himself a teachable moment in this week when it hits his own wallet. These kids aren't used to things hitting their wallet. So that's what's going on here. Check this out. This is a good little reminder from Tim Fire Gary Gensler. XRP Army will get a resolution in the Ripple case will we get a resolution in the Ripple case today? When you least expect it. That is the message right there. It can happen any minute, any day, at this point, any minute, any day, this week, next week, this month, but not too long out into the future. It's coming. When you least expect it, that's how things work. Now, Michael Branch, Ripple moved up to 120 million XRP tokens in separate transactions, leveraging different addresses to eventually send the assets to several exchanges. And then we've got this, XRP price gears up for a massive upswing. What to expect, XRP whales continue accumulating the altcoin. In its downward trend, experts believe XRP price is on track to witness massive breakout, identify bullish pattern on chart. So that's kind of what's going on with XRP. Now, Wheezy had put out this video right here. This is the backed CEO basically saying they have I don't think interest is the wrong word, that XRP is not on their roadmap. And I don't know when this video is from, but listen to this.
Can I ask about one digital currencies in particular, which is XRP, created by Ripple? Obviously, it's under some pressure right now from regulators. Coinbase has dropped it from its exchange. Does BACK currently support trading of...
It's not on our platform, no.
Because of the controversies or for some other reason?
It's just not on our platform.
But there must be a reason. It's the third largest market cap cryptocurrency in the world.
We entered the crypto space through Bitcoin, and that was the first currency we've made available. We have others that are scheduled to come on board as part of the product development, but XRP is not available.
Is XRP one of those that are scheduled to come on at some point? Is it on the roadmap?
No, it's not coming on at all.
Folks, I've said it 1,000 times. I've always believed that one of two things is going on, and maybe a hybrid of the two. Either there's a handful of into the maybe thousands of people in crypto, the major players, who have always known that there was going to be a concerted effort to stop XRP, or all the world's a stage and they all know of a bigger plan. I've always believed that it's kind of one of those two or some hybrid. That would go all the world's a stage for that second part. But I've always believed that there's, and I can show several things that I've been pointing this out for years. This is one of the things that we pointed out back in 2019. There was a tweet where Barry Silbert, now remember Barry Silbert's at the top of the stack in crypto, and he's connected to Wall Street and all that. But back in 2016, he had a tweet where he said that they owned XRP and Bitcoin and I think Ethereum and a few others. Then in 2019, he was playing the same game as something was triggered. And I've pointed this out before. Something was triggered in late 2017, early 2018, right about the time XRP hit its all-time high. Because if you remember, Anthony Pompliano, remember his tweet? Now this guy's talked about nothing but Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum for the last 5 years, or 3 or 4 years. But if you go back to 2017, Anthony Pompliano completely understood. And he had a tweet where he said, if you think Bitcoin did this, wait till you see what XRP is going to do. And then XRP hit its all-time high. That's when the Ethereum free pass began. That's when Jay Clayton went and met with Andreessen Horowitz, and it was like there was a change. And all of a sudden, the entire industry, CNBC, everybody involved stopped talking about XRP and started acting like they didn't understand it. Now that's a lie, and we know that's a lie. But we've watched it all unfold. In conjunction with that, we've watched a lot of these major platforms who were unwilling to list XRP. And again, it goes to one way or another. Either there's a big, huge part of the industry who's in on trying to stop XRP, and then the SEC lawsuit, the lawsuit was a weapon, or there's something bigger going on and all the world's a stage. It's one of those two, or maybe some hybrid of the two. Maybe there's some bad guys mixed in with a bigger plan. I don't know. But what I do know is it's never made any sense. Barry Silbert, he admitted they owned XRP in 2016. Then later in 2019, he says, he's toting the Mike Novogratz line. Ripple, the company, oh yeah, we get that. But XRP's not on our conviction list. That never made any sense. Here's a tweet that I tweeted out on April 9th, 2020. I've always found it odd that none of the traditional financial players that are entering the crypto space ever mention adding XRP. Backed digital assets, which is Fidelity, ErisX, which I don't think this one exists anymore, but it was a Wall Street backed firm. Somebody's probably brought them into the fold now. Is it possible this is because at some point they don't want XRP available for purchase? And that's kind of one of the things I've always been thinking here. All right, check this out. Bitcoin whale wallets that saw no activity for several years are suddenly seeing signs of life. This has sparked conversations on crypto Twitter about possible reasons behind such moves. Folks, this is the reason right here. This is the reason it's never made any sense that Wall Street would just open their arms, that CEOs like Michael Saylor with fiduciary duties to their shareholders would just say, oh yeah, we're just going to buy this thing, and we don't know, not knowing there's these Satoshi's wallet. We don't know who created it, but we're just going to go down this road. We don't care. And I've always felt like that was either that they knew who Satoshi was and that's why they were comfortable, or they were scared to know who Satoshi was because they were too deep in it. I think maybe a lot of the industry is just up to their eyeballs in Bitcoin and just didn't ask any of these questions. I find that hard to believe. Somebody that's like a CEO. Breaking: Visa partners with Circle to push stablecoin payments. And then Coinbase sues the SEC after months of silence from the regulator. Check this out. This is their general counsel. He says, today we filed a narrow action against the U.S. Circuit Court to compel the SEC to respond yes or no to a rulemaking petition we filed with them last July, asking them to provide regulatory guidance for the crypto industry. They're required by law to respond to petitions within a reasonable time, but they have not yet responded to our petition from last July, which is why we filed our action in court. It's obvious that there's a lack of clarity among regulators regarding crypto. The crypto industry and its users need clear laws, rules to follow, that are built for a new technology. Enforcement actions based on inapplicable securities law aren't the answer. Then Bill Morgan weighed in. He says Coinbase relies on the Hinman speech. Well, good luck relying on the Hinman speech, because the SEC went back and forth and had 2 or 3 different positions in the Ripple case on whether that was a personal opinion or not, or the opinion of the corporate finance division. And they went back and forth. Now, I have a question for the industry. Why is the entire crypto industry not outraged by this guy? There's not one person in crypto who needs to be looked at more than this guy. And this is the only guy who seems to not have to worry about the SEC at all.
We certainly need bodies like the SEC to scare many projects straight, to create a context of concern so that many different projects think twice and do their legal homework before releasing.
So what he's saying, folks, this is why I'm wondering why nobody's so as pissed off as the XRP community has been. What he's saying is he's literally a cheerleader for the SEC. He's a cheerleader saying, yeah, you need to go after these guys, regulation by enforcement. Why are the Coinbase guys not pissed at this guy? You need to go, you need to go scare them. I mean, why are we the only ones talking about this guy? Then we got Warren Davidson talking about how he's trying to get Gary Gensler fired. Check this out.
Congressman Warren Davidson, welcome.
Good morning.
Nice to see you again. Okay, well, let's get right into this. This is a very bold proposal. Now, Gary Gensler is not very popular within the cryptocurrency community, but you are making a much bolder statement. You were saying he has a record of failures. Can you just outline for us in sort of the most objective way, what are these failures that you are pointing to?
Yeah, I think Gensler's failures highlight this. There's a structural problem. There's a Gary Gensler problem, but there's also a structural problem with the Securities and Exchange Commission. And really, you go back years ago, they went to a strong chairman. The original structure was the commission. And so he's front running the entire market, whether it's, Congress, the House, the Senate, Treasury, the CFTC, and it's all to try to gain jurisdiction. And instead of acknowledging that he needs to work with Congress to get clarity for digital assets, I've called it like similar to Hotel California, not the exact lyric, but you can check in with the SEC, but you can never leave.
So good for Warren Davidson. And then finally, just in the House Financial Services Committee, they've released new draft legislation to regulate stablecoin issuers. The bill requires that stablecoin issuers be approved and regulated. It also states that stablecoins are not securities and should not be regulated by the SEC. See, nobody in crypto has ever had a problem with regulations themselves. All they want is something that's clear. And that's what Gary Gensler does not want to give anyone. He wants it to be vague. That way he can just pick people off. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family that the House Financial Services Committee, they've released some draft legislation on stablecoins.